Alright, so what's up guys, this is poor boy FPV back at you with another video. This is going to be the start of my flight controller playlist right here. What I'm bringing you is I want to do I've already done it on the Hyperlight F4 OSD, but I've upgraded this thing to Betaflight 3.3.1, and the reason being is because later on down the road, here in the next week or so, I should be getting some motors in, and I'm fixing to put it on a build that I've been waiting a while to do for you guys and post to the internet. But what I'm doing is I want to use this f.port because it does away with your S-bus wire, and it gives all your data through one wire, which is your telemetry pad, which is UART3. And I'm hoping to get this working, and I want to show you guys how to, upgrade your receiver, firmware on your receivers and flight controllers and whatnot. And it's also a good idea to have the latest version of OpenTX 2.2.1, the latest Lua scripts installed, and I'll be showing all that in my QX7 playlist too in the future. But as of right now, I just want to show you guys how to get your flight controller connected to Betaflight, and upgrading firmware, which, like I said, I've already installed it on this one right here. But it is a little bit of a process, so I'd like to share that with you guys. But what I'm wanting to do is enable the f.port, and I'll just be connecting the 3 wires instead of 4, and doing away with SmartPort. They say that the f.port protocol is a lot faster than SmartPort. I don't think it's any comparable to the TBS Crossfire, but it's what I have on hand right now, so it's what I'm going to use. But anyhow, let's get this thing connected up to Betaflight. And in order to put this thing in DFU mode, you got this little button right here. This is your bind button. You just want to hold it and push it in, hold it in, and plug it in. And you should get a solid red LED. So you look in the Betaflight configurator, and up here in the top right hand corner you should see DFU. That means your board is in DFU mode. And if it's not showing a DFU, then you probably don't have the right drivers installed on your computer, which is exactly what happened to me when I started this process. So what you'll have to do is download the correct drivers. Go ahead and download Zaddy and get all that installed on your computer. One of the mistakes I made was I downloaded it, unzipped it, but forgot to install it, and then couldn't get it to connect. But we worked through it all and finally got it dialed in. But anyway, you want to go into the firmware flasher tab. You want to select no reboot sequence and full chip erase. And if you have settings already programmed on it, you might want to back it up in the configurator and save it somewhere on your computer. You want to select power draw on F4 and version 3.3.1. It's a really good idea before you do all this stuff right here to read all your information and everything in I'll show you this right here, the FlySky f.port protocol. This is off of GitHub, and it pretty much gives you everything that you need to know to get all this started. And it's just a little bit of reading. It's not a whole lot. Depending on your flight controller, it'll let you know what how your setup is going to be. And what I'll be using is the F4 with a non-hack receiver, because I am running this power draw
Hyperlight F4, and it already has the inverted signal pad for it, so it should work fine. If not, that'll be a video for the future. If you click on this link right here for whatever receiver that you're going to be using for f.port, it will direct you to the FreeSky website, and right here is your f.port protocol firmware, and you can download all that for your receiver. And that's going to be another video that I'll bring to you guys in the very near future. But as of right now, I'm focusing on the flight controller. So you just load the firmware online. It's always a good idea to read all this stuff right here. It gives you all the latest updates and things like that. Important information when upgrading from 3.2 to 3.3. Things like that. They all have links where you can click on it and it'll take you right there. Once you have your firmware loaded, you'll click Flash Firmware. And if everything's working as it should, you should see it say Erasing, and then it'll put the new firmware on it. I've already put it on this flight controller, so we really don't need to, I don't need to go through it again. Once you finish in the firmware flasher tab, you can connect to your flight controller or connect to Betaflight. You should have a green blinking LED. This lets you know that everything's going on really well. And you should see COM3 or whatever COM port that your computer is selected for up in the right hand corner. You should be able to connect. I have the accelerometer disabled so you don't see any movement in the setup page because I do fly acro. And the ports tab, I've selected serial RX. I'm sure there'll be some other things that I need to do later on to get it all connected up, but I'll be showing that in the future. I went ahead and went into the configuration tab. I reversed my motor direction because I'm going to be running reverse props. Name my model. Selected a serial based receiver, and then it'll lead you to where you can select FreeSky f.port. And don't forget to save and reboot, and there you have it. It's a flight controller that is upgraded and ready to go. I hope this video was helpful to some and gave a little bit of information on it. And if you like what you're seeing, give me a thumbs up and a like, and then subscribe. It's poor boy FPV. Peace out.